好，有了。现在发展进度啊，神射手，银牌，进度还不会哇，看起来有个小子，不行，那就继续吧。反正我只先升3分球。
Yo!
Welcome everyone to our presentation of college basketball. We have what promises to be a great game ahead of us. Our game tonight featuring the UCLA Bruins as they go up against the UConn Huskies. Here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt. Looking forward to a hard-fought contest in this one.
Well, you know, that's the beauty of college basketball in my mind. These players have so much youthful exuberance. They can go all out for every game of the season. And because the season's not as long, that plays into it as well.
Yeah, the stamina of a lot of these younger guys can seem bottomless, which only makes these games even more exciting to watch.
Long, no good. How about this matchup here tonight, you guys? Hendrix Cobb versus Junior. The two are familiar with one another as they grew up competing in the Battle of Brooklyn Invitational against each other.
And they'll be very familiar with each other because of that. Matching up against one another all game long, this is the matchup we all wanted to see. Cobb's the bigger star, but all bets are off when longtime friends go at it.
You know, with the nature of the NBA game being predicated on spacing, Cobb knew he had to refine his three-point shot, and you can tell he's been working on it.
And here's Kelly. Carter on the wing. Right wing. Here's Sheldon. Three-pointer, no good. Macy on the wing. Kelly covering. Thompson outside. Three-pointer is on target.
This is a skill Thompson's got to master to have a chance in the NBA. He's a solid shooter, but that's still an area he can improve on.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Well, you know Hendrix Cobb is as confident as they get, and he's given himself the nickname the Hendrix Cobb experience.
And, you know, a lot of players try to deflect the fact that they're the top prospect, the #1 guy, but Cobb has done the opposite. He embraces it. You know, it might rub some people the wrong way, but he's got the game to back it up. And I like seeing him be confident and bold with it.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Great to see Junior stretch the floor. That kind of work will do wonders for his team's spacing.
Now here's Cobb, covered by Junior. Good on the bucket.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Inside, long, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming for him.
Boy, you can see Junior's grit right there. His willingness to get physical, meet the contact, and draw fouls. That bodes well for his future and actually bodes well for the present, too.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And the Huskies with possession. Let's go from 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Solid by Junior on the pick and roll. Growing up playing on the streets of New York, I'm sure he ran pick and roll for days. Well, UCLA has one of the richest histories of any school in college hoops. The wins, the legacies they've created, hard for any other school to match the lore that UCLA has.
Pass to Beasley. Back to Junior. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. Second shot opportunity. A shot by Thompson, no good. The Bruins trailing. Stolen by Webb. Here's the break. Here's Beasley. It's not gonna go for him. Good work defensively by Kelly. And Hendricks Cobb slams it in.
Good positioning there from Cobb. Leaking out well and figuring out how to capitalize.
Down low. It's stolen by Jones. From deep. Kelly with the bucket.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And the Huskies call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Well, most coaches, you know, we usually have a go-to speech or tactic.
Here's Junior. 7 points in the game. Lets the 3 fly, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, it's all about winning for UCLA. They own the record for the most titles in college hoops, an incredible 11 championship banners at their gym.
Back to McGee. It's hauled in by Lowe. UConn leading. Junior outside. Pass to Porter. Back to Junior. Macy on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. You guys, all those titles add such a mystique to the Bruins basketball program.
Well, it was one of the most dominant eras in any sport at any level. Bruins won most of their titles in the 60s and 70s, and at one point, they won 7 straight and 10 titles in 12 years. Never to be repeated.
Drills it from outside.
Showing he has the ability to read a defense. Junior, fantastic pass to set up a teammate.
Here's Adams. That's good. And Bell with the assist.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
One of the most amazing moments in the history of UCLA, and there's a ton to choose from, was their incredible 88-game win streak.
You know, I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again. The team was ranked #1 in the polls for about 2.5 years straight. It's hard to fathom a winning streak that long. Kudos to the UCLA Bruins.
Outside Macy. Back to Junior. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
It's impressive how Junior's inside play has continued to improve. He's now able to outperform many of his peers in the paint.
Outside, Cobb. Back to Jones. Fires from deep. Huskies with the rebound. Thompson outside. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, back-breaking run, really exposing the weaknesses in their defense.
Hendricks Cobb for three. Cans it from downtown.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Back to Junior. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Cobb from deep three-point range. Got it off in time, but it's no good. That'll do it for the first half. And the first half of play in the books. You look at the game Junior's having, talk about his numbers.
He's scoring with real efficiency, making it look pretty easy offensively.
Great shot selection and an instinct for scoring the ball. His talent level is obvious, and he's having his way.
And, you know, the #1 high school prospect for this class, Hendricks Cobb, born in New Jersey but spent middle and high school in Louisiana. He is as talented and gifted as they come.
Now here's Junior, guarded by Cobb. Thompson outside. Back to Junior. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Kelly. And what a huge victory for this school to get the commitment from Hendricks Cobb, you guys. He immediately puts them in national title conversation.
Cobb has the elite talent that can take your program to the promised land as long as he's there. Coach went all in to recruit this young man, and it has paid off. There might not be a better basketball prospect than Cobb for years.
Right side, Cobb. Shoots from 12. Good on the jump shot.
Boy, Cobb has a nice feel for those mid-range jumpers. Another area of the floor where he can do all kinds of damage.
Pass to Webb. And here's Thompson. Junior, guarded by Cobb. Junior outside. Back to Thompson, to the inside. Here's Porter. That one a little long.
And a name that many have been watching for years now, Hendricks Cobb. He's been one of the most highly anticipated names in college hoops for years. You definitely feel he'll be the next big thing.
Junior outside. Three-pointer. And the Huskies, another three.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Now here's Sheldon. He's guarded closely. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Junior. No good off the back of the rim. And with Cobb, it's because he can do it all. There's no weakness in his game, and he's been perfecting his craft for years.
You know, Cobb knows he's the top dog in the country. He embraces that role and that mantle really well. He's got the mentality that he's going to be competitive and try to prove that he's worthy of that #1 ranking. He's trying to do everything in his power to be a generational player. And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range. Well, when you win as much as UCLA has in the past and currently, it starts with talent. UCLA has always been great at producing NBA players. Take a look at all the former Bruins in the NBA, and it indeed is an impressive list.
And some of the big stars in the NBA today are Bruins.
不会很好，12分差。这球他们应该会投进，所以应该是11分差。然后克伯不在，
Now here's Junior.
应该关的时候。
Pass to Fletcher. Wong. From beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
因为我刚刚那一球有持球过
And the foul called on Junior.
这样很
That's
痛
his first foul of the game. We're in single bonus, and they'll go to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Both teams will make substitutions. No good on the
踢
second
球
free
没进
throw.
的话，
Confident play we're seeing out of them.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Pass to Macy. Back to Junior. Soft touch off the glass.
Has been smooth sailing for Junior on offense, working hard to prove his big league potential is more than potential. It's a reality.
Carter outside. Pass to McGee. This time for 3. And it's out of bounds to the Bruins as UCLA retains possession. And the Bruins making a
应该是
change
要
here.
拨进来的啊。
Shot from the inbound. That shot off. Now UConn takes it the other way.
良好的防
You know,
守。
one thing that jumps out at you with Cobb is that his athleticism is off the charts, unreal. You talk about an NBA-ready body, check that box too. Few can match his speed and power at any level.
Back to Junior. The 3 is up. It's good from long range.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
And when talking about the athleticism of Cobb, it's one reason why he's so highly regarded as a prospect.
The blend of speed and strength is rare to see. It's once in a generation type of athleticism. There's more to the game than being an athlete, but it sure helps a ton if you're as gifted as Cobb.
Junior outside. Offensive rebound for 3. Red Thompson. And again, UConn with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Timeout called, the Bruins. Junior really.
What's up?
Now Junior. To the paint. And the basket by Porter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game...
Oh, put it on the poster.
I'm so impressed with Cobb's overall athletic ability. He has the kind of elevation that puts fans in the seats.
那个角度真的很
To the inside. Webb. And finished off by Webb.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible. Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
How about that nice dime by Junior to a ready shooter? Well, I tell you what, you can see his floor vision just improving with each game.
Outside Kelly. Pass to Pavin. Cobb. A teardrop. And he sinks the layup.
He likes to score style points along with actual points. And for Cobb, there's no shot with more style to it than the floater. I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
Exactly. Even the top three-point specialists in the league would probably catch heat for taking that shot.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Kicks it out to Junior. Webb. Long. Guarded by Cobb. Thompson outside. Back to Junior. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Good recognition there from Thompson, sizing up the defense and getting it to a wide open player.
Pass to Cobb. Fires for three. Here's Pavin. Thompson pulls it in. Here's Junior outside. And the rebound goes to the Bruins. Kelly with it. And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
And leading the way was Junior, who caught fire from long range. Absolutely torched the opposition from out there.
Piled up points in a hurry. And, of course, the attention he commanded from the perimeter created opportunities for his teammates as well. Simply put, he was special.
And that concludes our broadcast. Thanks for being with us. Catch you next time.
400多块钱，16人快艇，那到底要选哪一个？队伍吧。
Yo, you did your thing out there. Respect.
Looks like you took round 2. Man, your stock is gonna rise with a game like that.
Nah, man, I'm just happy we got the win.
Hey, stay positive. You belong here.
哦，顺位9了。
You ever saw a movie that you loved?
我目前还没打过到那个第1页，好像没有打到第1过。我转换时的运球速度加速。透过高难度传球穿过防线的可能性。 当我们在场上时，队友获得进攻加速吗？我觉得用先把闪电第一步先练起来，然后再去练那个其他的，好像比较好一点哦。 现在是迎来了这个大学最终战啊！大学的最终战，是最终战吗？还是倒数2战？
We win every possession. We control the outcome.
没有，这场打完要结束了。
Thanks for joining us, everyone, for Championship College Basketball presented by 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the UConn Huskies going up against the Syracuse Orange. Joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt, and it really is exciting to be your broadcast team for what promises to be a terrific championship game.
Absolutely. It all comes down to this. It's been a fun ride watching this tournament work itself out, and now there are only 2 teams left standing.
Expect these players to come out and give everything they've got from the start. I mean, they know there are no second chances. This is it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime game.
Back to Junior. Takes a 3, and now he's on the board with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. And what a stage to play on, the national championship. Both of these teams had some big wins and eked out some really close calls to get here.
Well, it's been quite a remarkable journey for Junior and his team. He has stepped up in a major way. What a difference the freshman breakout star has made this season.
Now here's Miller.
有拨到球哎，可惜了。
Just 5 on the clock. That drops, and it comes off an assist from West.
And that's a good glimpse of Kai's tremendous court vision. Sees the open man and gets it to him before the D has a chance to react.
three. And it's Junior missing. Fires from deep. Six the
飞
triple.
走，这个飞
Just
走，我
such a
操！
well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Thompson with the ball. Pass to Junior. Can't hit that one.
What?
So Syracuse will take it the other way. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying
What?
aggressive and playing under control. And early on, they looked great. They've made all four of their
这样
shots
拆
to
局
start
会
this
不
game.
好。
To end the run.
啦，
Another miss by Junior.
哇！
Syracuse has one title to its name, but a lot of near misses too. Clearly, you look at the tournament history for the Orange, a lot of highs and lows for sure.
Now here's West. Pass to James. And here's Miller. And here's Starks. Webb covering. Here's Wolf. Over to the wing. Puts up a three. And again, it's the Orange from deep. You guys, the Orange also winning some titles before there was a standardized tournament.
The school is claimed to be the champions in 1918 and 1926.
太酷了！
That might be when the school fell in love with the hardwood. They've had plenty of runner-up finishes and semifinal exits in their storied history.
To the inside. And it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and he'll go to the line. Both teams will make substitutions. Syracuse leading. Here's Miller. Pass to James. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Here's Thompson. Here's Junior outside. Offensive board. Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I don't think there's any question about it. Carmelo Anthony, clearly the most famous Orange graduate, but you know what? There have been a fair amount of NBA players that have come from that program as well.
Syracuse will usually have a player or two that can play at the next level.
太扯了吧！
Often they'll recruit players who will be great in college. And a lot of their best players have stuck around for 4 years because of
夸
that.
张了。
A nice shot against tough defense. Thompson actually gets hit on the way up, but able to maintain that concentration.
绕死了，沉了，
Outside Miller.
我口啊！
Pass to James. Over Thompson. And it's UConn with the rebound. It's Thompson off the drive. Yes! And it's Junior picking up the assist.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way
他们进
down
攻脚
low.
步乱。
Three-pointer. Drops in the
终
tray.
于进了，
He's quick to punish a defense for giving him too much space behind the arc. Junior knows the value of the three-point shot, and he's quick to use it.
Right wing. Here's Miller. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
没守住啊！
Clearly, the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that. Well, you know, the Orange have one title for all their success in college hoops, and they've had plenty over the years. They got it done in 2003, crowned as champions. Melo led the way. It was an absolutely fantastic tournament run and really was a crowning achievement for the program.
Nelson. Trying his luck from deep. Thompson grabs the board. UConn leading. Pass to Junior. Inside. And the dunk by Webb.
Showing he has the ability to read a defense. Junior, fantastic pass to set up a teammate.
And you guys, beyond Melo, there were a handful of other players on that team that would go on to play Pro Bowl.
They beat some tough teams in the tournament as well. It was a long-awaited moment for Orange fans. Those who were around will never forget that 2003 team.
Outside West. Pass to Sanders. Dean. Outside Sanders. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Junior. Here's Porter. Sanders defending. Junior outside. Beyond the arc. Sanders pulls it in.
Well, for a long time, Syracuse has been a major player in college hoops. They've been a tough competitor since the 70s. Very rarely will they not be a presence in the tournament at the end of the season.
Now here's West. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Looking to end the run. Sanders can't get it to go. As you said with the Orange, they've been successful for decades.
When you think about program cornerstones, you've got to thank Dave Bing for the Syracuse Orange. I mean, this Hall of Famer spent 3 years with the Orange and was dominant in his time. I really believe he made...
And the Huskies with possession. Now Junior. Pass to Webb. Junior defended by Miller. Here's Junior outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Webb.
Solid by Junior on the pick and roll. Growing up playing on the streets of New York, I'm sure he ran pick and roll for days.
Down low. Macy. A beautiful reverse layup.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch. You know, one thing that Syracuse has really contributed to basketball is their zone defense. As a matter of fact, it's hard to watch a team play 2-3 zone and not think about Syracuse. They've played that defense effectively for as long as Boeheim has been the coach there.
For a long time, it was a hallmark of the Orange. The 2-3 zone forces teams to beat you from the outside as they crowd the paint. The Orange made it successful by closing out quickly on the shooters and never giving up those easy shots.
Junior outside. Pass to Macy. Wong. Lets the three fly. That's in for his 5th field goal. He is 5 for 12 thus far.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Outside West. Here's Wolf. Outside West. James. Back to West. Over Thompson. West can't hit. It's Red Thompson on the wing. Junior outside. That shot's good on the assist by Red Thompson. Syracuse, you guys, no stranger to tough competition. They switched conferences back in 2013, and they've always played tough competition.
The Orange aren't shy about wanting to play against the best opponents possible. The conference switch dampened some of their great rivalry games, but without a doubt, they are in one of the elite college basketball conferences.
Back to Webb. Pass to Junior. There's the three. Add another field goal to his total. Makes it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Back to West. Over Thompson. The shot's good by West.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And again, it's UConn.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level, the field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
James. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
19.
When you talk about rising to the occasion, Junior has been fantastic here in this championship game.
Biggest stage in college hoops, and Junior is rising to the occasion. A game like this, with everything on the line, is going to turn the heads of those NBA scouts. What a legendary performance from him. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
And so here's UConn. The three. And the Huskies another three.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
That's going to draw a whistle.
Now here's Junior. He's closely guarded for three. Doesn't go that time. So Syracuse will take it the other way. Dean outside. Pass to West. Now here's Miller. Here's Dennis. Nelson with it. Guarded by Macy. And stolen by Junior. Outside Macy. Junior. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Syracuse with it. Here's Jackson. Floats one. Count that one. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Junior from deep. Drills it from outside.
With the game he's having, I think Junior must have gotten some extra motivation. This has become a statement game for him.
Pass to Olsen. And here's Dean. Here's Jackson. Powers. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Wong. And a great assist by Thompson as that one goes in.
Good recognition there from Thompson, sizing up the defense and getting it to a wide open player.
Dean up top.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
They get it again. Here's Wong. Thompson outside. Murray. Pass to Junior. For three. And again, UConn with the triple.
And that's a great looking jump shot. Mechanically, everything working in unison. You can see the work Junior's put into it.
Here's Jackson. Now here's Dean. The floater, and it's good on the layup.
Yeah, good work that time by Dean finding the shot inside because he stayed active and didn't let the defense lock him down.
To the paint. It's stolen by Thompson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Olsen. Covered by Junior. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Back to Thompson. To the middle. Wong. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out with style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And the UConn Huskies have done it. They are the college champions.
The ultimate storybook ending to what has been a long, challenging season of really exceptional college hoops. Here's to them.
Yeah, I mean, this is something these guys will be remembering and reminiscing about for the rest of their lives. Tonight, they are living the ultimate dream.
And that will do it for our broadcast tonight. Another truly remarkable season of college basketball.
哪一队的中锋强啊？想不到哎。
Junior, we appreciate it.
I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes the dubs. I put that on everything that I love. Need a dub. That's on that thing I love. Put that on my auntie and uncle's son. I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Motivating, paper chasing, working like Jamaican. If you see me on the phone, it's business, not no caking. Quit a six-figure job, why? 'Cause I'm not patient. Need that money right now. Need what Buffett make it. Man, live like dreams. Five-star cuisine, need that new whip 19. G-star the jeans and my chick Vaseline. Flex star creatine, flex star creatine. I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes the dubs. I put that on everything that
过来一点吧，没差，不差那1-2分。要来选那个。今年的衣服其实没有到很好看。这个好了。这样吗 ？OK， 来吧。
Beautiful choice. We'll put this together.
而且重点是他这样穿起来很胖，很像那个。
I'm the associate agent, so when you sign with the agency, I'll be.
这边要选择要选谁？我的话是选这个啦。
Listen out.
老友。
Your project.
我被选预测在乐透区，很爽。我热爱竞争。
That's a good question. I think they tell you that even as a kid.
Great. Let's move on. I'm curious. How do you deal with teammates you don't like?
解决我们之间的分
That doesn't
歧。
really.
Are you the best player in this draft class?
这是一个
Yes,
必须要的心态。
One last question and then I'll let you go, Junior. I'm wondering, what's your primary motivation for joining the league?
Yeah, I grew up with basketball.
这个答案
Yeah,
我
my
没
dad.
看过
So it's in my blood. It's my passion. It's all I ever think about.
What about making a living?
Well, yeah, that's important too. Everybody needs money to live. And I know this is a business. An NBA contract could set my family up for life. But it's far from the only thing that drives me.
All right. That'll wrap it up.
哦，所以
Wait, that's
这
it?
次是
That's it.
所有的
Thank-
哦，这样全部都加了。那我上次还没选这个。接下来应该就是要打那个，打他的那个那什么单独的视讯吧，我记得。然后会跟那个 Damon利拉德啊，朋友见面。视讯每次好像都是跟 Edwards 还有 Amino Boys。
Next is media day. All the lottery picks get national attention, so everybody.
Follow me, please.
Right.
Follow me, please.
Most interesting part. Probably say meeting all the teams and talking to them, seeing what they're all about. It's been a real eye-opener for me.
Obviously, you're a big-time talent. Anyone would be lucky to draft you. But where do you want to end up? Any preference?
Yeah, I got some preference.
Is there any doubt in your mind that you're the best player in this draft?
I mean, I'm right there. If Okay, who's next?
That's all the time we have. Thank you.
兄弟，那个你的问题，选一个球队，哪一队到底比较适合我？很难抉择呢，对吧？还是我就选一个，没有湖人，那我就来选篮网好了。篮网真的很爽。因为我在
What
会
up,
记到
Dane?
厄运的位
What's
置
going
吧
on, man?
And not much, man. I appreciate you
我才
doing.
会记到厄运的位置。不过没关系，反正我一开始只是一个小替补，就会到20场后吧，好像就会一直当先发。真的是蛮爽的。那时候你就把它交易掉。对，然后跟 Edwards 还有那个 Boach。哎。Three. 哇！又是1分。哦，这样就可以增加得分次数。没有得分射手了，是这样吗？我现在讲3分大战啊。哎， Edwards 也太高了吧！我这小时候好像才多少？191吗？对不起，买杯。放进来，我错。给你等等他。
Come on, focus.
投不进。让我救手 Edwards。这有点难啊！这是为什么我投不进？这是他的干扰。就没进，是他干扰就没进，进了，终于，绿的很及时啊。哎，我突然。那个弹走，我手一直稳。我对他根本没有办法使出，就算使出死亡缠绕了，还是没有用，太大只了。那除大只，它也很重。没有要换吗？进了。他突然加1003吗？我投进那么多球稳定的第一人选，到底多稳定啊！每次都给我写稳定第一人选，结果我玩了2次，一次第二。玩3次，2次第6，1次第8。
Yo, dang.
还是没有加钱，你就以65评分啊，再打扎样。那我们这样打不打得赢扎样？应该是可以的吧，毕竟是 AI 手。那 AI 真的还好。为什么是拿中锋去对 AI？ 而且刚才给大家头上一直投拿分数。
You think I'm gonna miss a chance to get at you in front of all these people?
What's up, Junior?
Keep moving, baby, keep moving.
2分球。我是拉两手我不好意思啦。 开局先拿4分了。哇，6分，不好意思。哎，没技能，没技能。哇，哇，他在管呢。哈哈哈哈，太轻松了。
Yo, check it out. We're already trending on social.
I looked up in that video too, man. Got your boys good side.
Oh, sure. 这张到底加多少？其实我不晓得。
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
哎呀，坐进来了。
Hey.
What's up, Arch?
How you feel?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good.
Look a little tense.
Yep. Definitely tense.
Take a look around. So is everyone else. You're in good company.
Supposed to help me, man?
Helpful stuff would be to say, imagine everyone in their underwear or in a clown's nose, like in one of those public speaking classes.
Yeah, so is that helpful?
I never found it to be.
This is crazy, man. Dad's supposed to be here, not me.
Well, you might as well know this now. Your dad was a good player and a great teammate, influenced a lot of people. But he wasn't half the player you are. And if he were here, he'd feel the same way.
Think he would have said he was proud of me?
I mean, and we both know those words would never left his lips, right? Like never.
Never.
But he would have been thinking it.
Tonight marks the realization of a dream for the best young players in the world. A reward for their many... With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Hendrix Cobb from UCLA.
Yes!
Congratulations, boy.
太棒了！他还有一个自我用爆米龙的，怎么可以这样？太扯了！欺负主角就是单身狗。
With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Junior from the University of
这里
Connecticut.
他最高只到第一，不好意思，不到第一。
Congratulations, Junior.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
哇塞，好厉害！
Wow. You know how many people live on this planet?
OK， 欢迎来到 NBA 赛季啊！终于进来了 ，NBA 赛季终于进来了。第一场要打 OKC 啊。
It's an honor to, be a part of something this big.
To see something I created in it would be really, really cool.
I love sneakers. This is what I am. This is what I live.
I mean, it's full customization at this point.
I'm a shoeaholic.
you know, if you vote for me, I appreciate you guys.
Definitely a huge honor.
I hope I can win it.
我本身想要按那个
Yo,
没有的那
I'm
个，
Brian, and I'm the sub.
因为好像也没有那种东西。
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC.
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. So the next starting five. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the...
这队基本上
You played over a decade in the NBA. Is there an opening day that you remember most that sticks out in your mind?
No doubt. The very first time I put on that Knicks jersey, you know, your rookie year, the game was in Orlando. I got to play 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, especially on a really good team. And
等一下，等一下，等一下，等一下，等一下。
It was an awesome experience. That was a moment you had dreamt of your entire life if you grew up wanting to play basketball, man. And I was pumped.
That's a great story. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander making the mid-range look effortless right there. There is no doubt this guy is a 3-level scorer.
Here's Wang. And the 3-ball is good. And Junior coming into the NBA from college ball wasn't the top recruit from his class, Greg, but he showed what he can do.
Junior had some fantastic performances during his college career. Nobody was quite sure where he would land in the draft. This team's convinced that he can be a factor in the NBA.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
From downtown, offensive rebound, Nets.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's blocked, and he recovers it. Jerome, no good. Nets leading by 3. Here's Durant, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Kevin Durant, one of the...
Pass to Griffin. It's Durant on the wing. And there's the pass to Wang. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Horford is out there with Brown. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Dort in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
We'll see how they do. David, thank you. The putback, and it's James Harden with the rebound. And stolen by Horford. Passes it to Dort. Kicks it to Brown. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams passes to Horford. Over Harden. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Harden dishes to Junior. Latrey. Another shot on the wing, Harris. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll... And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. He's checked in for the Thunder. The Nets also changing it up. Brown is checked in for Harris. Junior comes in for James Harden. And it's Cobb in for Irving. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Brown out there with Durant. Then it's Junior. Then there's Cobb. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Lets it fly. Williams can't hit.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And Cobb gets it to go. And a look at the #1 overall pick in the draft, Hendricks Cobb, an incredible athlete who has the potential to be a game changer for this team.
Born in New Jersey, but grew up in Louisiana, Cobb has been used to the spotlight for a long time. He has all the tools to be a superstar in short order.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pass to Brown. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Nets lead by 19.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dort, guarded by Jordan. Outside Durant. And it's good off the back rim and in. Durant's got 13 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender...
And so it's Brooklyn taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Brown out there with Horford. Then it's Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in a 2-guard. The second chance effort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Nets leading by 19 to the paint. Playing the pass to Jordan. Lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nets. The pass to Brown. Outside Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and 1, a triangle and 2, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of a game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games. He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Durant, the pass to Jordan. And here's Junior. Back to Jordan. No good. Good work defensively by Horford. Williams in the post, guarded by Harris. Here's Dort. Off target from outside.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
For Oklahoma City.
等一下，没事。
They've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Horford the pass to Dort. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as
应该结束。没有还有哎。
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Took him no time at all on that one. Wang's got 9 points in the quarter. And this the first action for Junior in the NBA. A lot, Greg, to like about the future for this young player.
All the hard work and grind that Junior's put in his whole life, it's all led to this moment. Without a doubt, this is something he'll never forget.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bradley trying to break free, and he uses the glass on the way.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Claxton the pass to Johnson. Dinwiddie outside.
Hey, right here.
Passes to Wang. 5 on the clock. Over Maledon. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
一个加320赫兹而已，好惨哦！来题啊！我会到9亿了，再17000就可以到9亿了。 经常我就一直赚钱，然后先升那个。
And for more Wednesday action, I better see all you high flyers at Dunk Fest, where you can earn prizes by working with the community to reach the target number of dunks. To recap,
the Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure.
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 spot. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Durant. Some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you've now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You can make that case, no doubt about it, because you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Reed. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix. Shot clock at 6.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Towns against Griffin. Passes it to Rubio. Puts one up from 19. Brooklyn with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And stolen by Junior. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The Nets have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Free throw good, Junior. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some off-season work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains. You know, going into the summer, a lot of guys that have made that jump, paved the way.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
They've got Junior. He's out there with Kahn. Griffin is out there with Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
As a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one.
Yeah, you know, the energy, the hustle, the length and reach, Towns using it all to perfection when he attacks the offensive glass.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is...
James Harden getting it done for the... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see... Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback. Checked in for Blake Griffin. Here's Wang. 3 from the inbound. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Beasley. Russell is out there with Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
That one drops for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Russell. Outside, Towns. Yeah, the step back. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Russell.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. A big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
Harris kicks to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Now, here's Junior. Defense is right there. 5 to shoot. Irving from long range. With the tip, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Towns is doubled. And the slam dunk by Russell.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Russell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Playing the pass to KD. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
基本上他的这种挤进去，完全没有任何的那个。这样打完我要先休息了，太累了，太累了。
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Wang. Stolen by Rubio.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And guys, sometimes it's hard during the first meeting of the season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and they have to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series here against the Timberwolves.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
I'll tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
They've got Green, also Johnson out there. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets 5.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Rubio softly drops in the floater.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Swiped away. And here we go. Rubio heading to the hoop. And that one drops for him.
This is what Rubio gives you. Effort combined with skill. Able to finish through contact.
还好不是我犯规，如果说我犯规的话，就是个人犯规在挤。
And that one falls for Rubio. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Junior. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg's Greg Anthony and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
挺多的，好，今天就先这样吧。晚上再看要会不会再开直播继续玩。